Today we're looking at The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane by Kate DiCamillo. We're finally finishing. I always hate to finish this book because it is my absolute favorite children's book. I love it. And for today's lesson, we're going to be looking at theme. The theme is the moral, the lesson, or the message. And so the way that I remember is I remember the message. That's what a theme is. So THEME spells theme, and the theme is the message. So today we're looking at the three themes: loss and recovery, kindness and compassion, and emotional growth. Objective: I can define theme and give examples of themes while pulling proof from my text. You'll need notebook paper, pencil, and your book. Again, there are three main consistent themes: loss and recovery, kindness, compassion, and emotional growth. And I need one or two people that kind of write really fast in your group to be the recorders. And you're going to sketch off this piece of paper really fast, just like this. You're going to have three different columns. At the top of one column, loss and recovery, then kindness and compassion, emotional growth. All right, here are your groups. Take a moment, find your name, see what group you're in. All right, and now you're going to see me refer to the left-hand side of the screen and then the right-hand side of the screen. Okay, the left-hand side of the screen is going to be this right here, and this is where we're going to write loss and recovery, kindness, or compassion. So here, let's start here. And your friend chose option 2. He gave you up so that you could be healed. Extraordinary, really. Okay, so I'm going to do the first couple for us. Do I think that would be loss and recovery, kindness and compassion, or emotional growth? I'm going to read it again. Remember, you can't comprehend anything or really understand what you're reading unless you read it 2 or 3 times, even more if you need to. And your friend chose option 2. He gave you up so that you could be healed. Extraordinary, really. To me, this does not show. Let's see, let me change my ink color. This does not show loss and recovery. It doesn't show loss and recovery because there's nothing being lost here. And it doesn't show emotional growth. It's not really talking about emotional growth. Rather, it shows kindness and compassion. All right, so it shows kindness and compassion. So right here on this card, rather than writing over here, guys, on this side, yikes. Rather than writing on the left-hand side of the screen, for now, we're just going to write over here on the right-hand side of the screen, okay? So, and your friend chose option 2. He gave you up so that you could be healed. Extraordinary, really. That shows kindness and compassion. So, his friend showed kindness because he gave him up. And I feel like this is talking about when he was with Lucius Clark, when Edward was in there with Lucius Clark in the doll shop. And he said, he gave you up. He was telling him about his friend that brought him in. He said, he gave you up so that you could be healed. And so this, what he's talking about, is Lucius Clark, is Bryce. He's talking about Bryce. He said that Bryce showed kindness and he showed compassion, knowing that he wasn't going to be able to keep Edward, and Edward was the only thing that he had right now. Knowing that he wasn't going to be able to keep him and he would be all alone, he loved him so much that he wanted him to be healed, and he wanted Lucius to fix him. So this one is going to be kindness and compassion. When we come back together and we study these, you need to be able to tell me the why behind it. Like I just explained to you, the why with Lucius Clark and with Edward and with Bryce dropping him off, you need to be able to do that too. All right, so let's look right down here at this one. Open your heart. Someone will come. Someone will come for you. But first, you must open your heart. So, to me, it kind of sounds like loss. It doesn't mention loss here, but it does mention, we know that you would have had to have lost someone or something very important to you. And then, so what he's saying is, in order for, you got to open your heart. And when you do that, somebody's going to come. So that means that your heart is in, your body, your heart, your emotions are recovering, okay? So he says someone will come for you, but first you must open your heart. I don't know if that would be loss and recovery or emotional growth. I am going to say emotional growth. And you know how I know that? I know that because somebody's got to be emotionally mature if they say open your heart, because if you've not ever had any life experiences, you don't know to say open your heart. And that's saying somebody will come. What they're saying is, hey, I have experienced this emotional issue before, and I have seen that somebody will come along. Somebody will come for you, but you must open your heart. So this is emotional growth right here. And this makes me think of Bryce. It makes me think of Edward. They both have experienced a lot of loss. Okay? So now, I want you to look at the two on this side, the two at the bottom, these 8 right here, and then these 4. Okay, if you need any help, I'm going to be lollygagging around the room. I'll be glad to help you if you need it. Adios.